In 1976, 5 black women sued General Motors corporations. The reason for this was because after the year 1970, the company used a seniority layoff system to fire workers, which happened to only be black women. Although the women had a strong case and proof of discrimination based on their race and gender, the court ruled that they should not be allowed to combine statutory remedies to give them relief beyond what they deserved, meaning they couldn't sue on the fact of being both black and female, and could only sue if their expenses coincided with either blacks or women. Due to this, the women did not receive any justice. Main scholar of critical race theory, Kimberly Crenshaw, coined the term intersectionality in the year 1989. She explained how intersectionality exposes how the focus on the most privileged group causes those who are multi-burdened to be marginalized, causing these groups' claims of discrimination to not be understood, since the discrimination came from discrete sources the privileged don't recognize. Angela Davis, who wrote the book Race, Class, and Gender in 1989, a couple years before intersectionality became a term, listed how many of the issues black women face are issues that white women in movements like feminism, women's suffrage, and reproductive organizations fail to acknowledge. For example, Davis had disagreements with reproductive activist and pioneer Margaret Sanger. Due to Sanger using the racist idea of eugenics as a tool to encourage reproduction for only the quote-unquote fit, while people who had disabilities and/or of racial minority groups she encouraged not to reproduce. Yes, Sanger seemed to be for a good cause, but due to her own racism, she excluded minority and disabled women. Unrecognizing certain discrimination makes many social justice movements fail to meet the standards of protecting all, due to these movements focusing on the experiences of only one group, by ironically doing the same thing they claim they're against, neglecting others due to them not looking or living the same life as them. Gender and race are not the only two that intersectionality focuses on. Citizenship, skin color, education, abilities, sexuality, neurodiversity, mental health, body size, housing, wealth, and language are all based in the framework. Schools, hospitals, and workplaces are top grounds to recognize where intersectionality occurs. Schools place children as either better or worse than others and assume that every student is given the same opportunity to succeed. Hospitals care for specific patients better than other patients, while these other patients are faced with complications that are not examined due to the patients being considered less needy. And the workplace creates pay gaps between groups of people and favors certain positions for the people the boss personally sees as the standard. Personal life is also a factor. Family and friend groups may rate a member based on looks, status, and personality. The law and government may target certain individuals or arrest them based on skin color. Intersectionality may not go away, but the framework can be used for good. In Patricia Hill Collins' book, Intersectionality, she explains how the framework can be used as an analytical tool to act against the status quo. One example she gave is that of school, where developing strategies to achieve campus equity can happen when the faculty see the students' interesting identities and experiences. The universities Collins mentioned, served groups one at a time, acknowledging specific needs, instead of what was traditionally normal for them, where they grouped all students as the same in the system. Other scholars I used for my research were Jessica Quack and the authors of Spring Nature Link. Thank you for listening.